In these jaded times, creating a funny and engaging romantic comedy is quite an accomplishment, as nearly all situational shenanigans, grand gestures, and meet-cutes have previously been adapted for the big screen. But Upgraded, which at first seems to be a classic rags-to-riches story about a desperate girl whose life dramatically improves when she tells a cute guy a white lie, manages to keep these cliché parts lively and new. In order to produce their own significant and surprisingly charming film, director Carlson Young and screenwriters Christine Lenig, Justin Matthews, and Luke Spencer Roberts creatively remix the genre's well-known formulae to root sharp, soaring sentiments in an attainable reality. Anna Santos, an art major in struggle, is staying with her sister in New York. She works as an intern for Claire DuPont, the director at Irwin's Auction House. Anna wants to succeed in her internship and ultimately leave her miserable current situation. Claire has extremely high standards and is a pathological perfectionist. In order to create a good impression, Anna must be flawless. Claire recognizes Anna as she quickly points out an error in their auction catalog. In order to aid Claire in resolving an issue at the UK branch, she is asked to come to London as her third assistant. Suzette and Renee, Claire's first two assistants, are envious of their positions and treat Anna badly because of it. To make matters worse, they are given a cheap seat on a later flight. However, the attendant notices Anna's suffering and upgrades her to first class. After spending some time in the airport lounge, Anna runs into someone and spills her drink all over him. She later finds herself seated next to him, but because she was wearing a face mask at the time, he is unable to identify her. William, an advertising executive who was in New York for an interview, is who he describes himself as. He is returning home to spend his mother's birthday with her. She decides not to correct him when he assumes she is a director at an auction company due to a misunderstanding. Anna spends the flight getting to know William, and upon their arrival, she meets William's mother, Catherine. Anna has a similar charm with Catherine, despite the fact that Catherine also thinks Anna is a successful art director. Anna dashes to her job, where Renee and Suzette still despise her. They find out that their purpose is to help with the Bravo Collections auction. The owner's widow now intends to sell off the collection of paintings that have been off the market for years. Anna receives an invitation from Catherine to a party at their house to pick up her laptop, which she realized she left in her car. Anna reunites with William and learns about Julian Marks, the eccentric painter who staged his demise to increase the worth of his creations. She receives an invitation to visit Catherine's library, where she sees an amazing assortment of artworks. She makes Catherine feel nostalgic about the artworks by discussing the significance of love concealed inside them. At that point, it becomes clear that she is the customer using Irwin's to sell the Bravo collection. Not wanting to stomp on Claire's toes, Anna asks Catherine to keep their relationship a secret. She keeps hanging out with William, and his connections enable her to gain Claire's favor and drive Renee and Suzette down the ladder. Before Catherine chooses to remove the collection from the market, everything seems to be going smoothly, and everyone at Irwin's wonders who could be at fault. Anna worries because she knows that Catherine heard what she had to say and that Irwin's has now lost her as a client. When William shows up at her office to tell her some news, she pulls him aside to discuss his mother's choice. He informs her that he has landed a position in New York, but she is more concerned with her career and chastises him for living a life of luxury. Retaliating, he tells her that she is no different from everyone else in his life and that she only used him because of his connections. After that, he storms out, leaving Anna to confront her next major issue inside. Everyone looks at her as if she's in danger when she comes back inside. Suzette sends her a message along with a photo of herself and Catherine from a local tabloid. She is credited as Irwin's New York director in the photo, where she is shown wearing Claire's clothing. Anna gets fired and is obnoxiously let out by security as everyone jumps on her and accuses her of losing Catherine's collection. When Anna contacts her sister to let her know how disappointed she is with how everything in her life has fallen apart, they make matters worse by informing her that she will need to find a new place to live when she returns. Anna visits Catherine at her home and informs her and Julian of the real situation. She isn't angry with Catherine, who admits that she also used Anna. As a negotiating ploy, she withdrew and proposed that they reconcile in order to secure a better agreement and restore Anna's employment. After Catherine decides to sell her collection through Irwin's, with Anna handling it on her behalf, Anna enters triumphantly. Anna wins Claire back over and shows her what a talented person she is. Due to the enormous amount of interest in Catherine's collection, the auction is a great success. But Anna wants to speak with William, and he doesn't show up. She apologizes to him for lying to him as she heads to the park where she coaches a kids' football team. She asks if they can start over, and he responds that it would be challenging to start a relationship with her because he turned down the position in New York. Anna has made progress in her job but feels unfulfilled in her personal life. She returns to New York. After 6 months, she is running her own gallery and planning her debut exhibition. Claire arrives to encourage her, but Anna is hoping William will follow suit. William surprises her by claiming he wants to see her and continue their unique connection as she is wrapping up and said farewell to the last guest.